My beloved child, listen closely and feel my everlasting arms around you this very moment, for I have seen the longings of your heart, and I cherish every tear you've ever shed, every hope you've ever whispered, and every secret worry that you thought no one else could understand. I am always by your side, even in the stillness of the night when doubt tries to pierce your soul, for my love is without boundaries or limitations, and my comfort knows no end. Do not let the voices of fear consume you, but instead turn your face toward me, trust in my care, and know that I will never let you walk alone or unheard. I am here, breathing peace into your spirit and surrounding you with my tender mercy, because you are precious to me, and I want you to rest in that assurance. I see every beat of your heart, and I know how the rush of daily concerns can weigh heavily on you, yet I am your constant anchor, ready to steady you whenever the waves of uncertainty crash against your mind. My presence is near, quiet yet mighty, gentle yet firm, guiding your steps as you journey through the unknown paths that sometimes feel overwhelming. Let your soul find refuge beneath my wings of compassion, for I promise that no trial will ever be strong enough to defeat you when you lean fully on me. I am your rock, and I will not falter nor grow weary in keeping you safe. Take heart and rejoice, for my spirit is alive within you, and my commitment to your well-being will never waver, no matter how many times you stumble or question. Even as you read these words, I am infusing you with fresh hope, renewing your strength with the gentle power of my word that has stood the test of all time. Cling to me, my child, and do not sink into despair, but look ahead with a bold and trusting gaze, for I assure you, bright days and abundant blessings await you in my eternal plan. Rest in that certainty now, knowing that each passing moment is held in my capable, compassionate hands. You are of such immeasurable value to me, more than you could ever fully comprehend, and I want you to realize that your purpose shines brighter than any star in the sky. I designed you with care and intention, setting my seal upon your life so that the beauty of your essence would reflect my own divine image. In my eyes, you are a rare and priceless treasure, woven with intricate gifts and qualities that the world desperately needs. Take comfort in the fact that my love is not lukewarm, but burns intensely for you, for I delight in your every breath, your every act of kindness, and your every prayer of surrender. Never believe the lies that whisper you are ordinary or forgotten, for I celebrate you like a jewel on a crown, shining forth my majesty. I take great joy in the moments you seek me, in the times you lift your voice in praise or cry out in need, because those moments draw you closer to my heart. Even when you feel as though you are wandering, I mark each step you take and eagerly wait for you to turn your thoughts back to me. Know that you are special beyond measure, and no voice can strip away your worth when your identity is firmly rooted in my eternal kingdom. My dear child, I understand your struggles more deeply than anyone else, for I see the battles that rage in your mind, and I hear the cries of your weary heart when the burdens of the day press heavily upon you. The sleepless nights, the anxieties that creep in when you least expect them, the overwhelming fear of not measuring up. I am well acquainted with every single torment. I want you to lay those weights at my feet, for I am your burden bearer, and you do not have to carry them alone. In the moments when you think no one sees your tears, be assured that my eyes are locked on you, and my heart aches with your pain. When you worry about your future, your family, or the next steps you should take, do not let panic rule, for I am the author of your story, already weaving threads of provision and solution into the tapestry of your tomorrow. Your heartbreaks, your disappointments, your hidden sorrows, I hold them all with utmost care, and I will transform them into stepping stones that lead you closer to my perfect will. Remember that even in the darkest corners of your confusion, My light shines unwaveringly, guiding you toward hope. You are never alone, my child, because I am here, listening, caring, and always ready to comfort you with my unwavering love. I am your shield, your strong tower, and the refuge where you can find shelter from every storm of doubt or despair. Picture my arms as a mighty fortress, unbreakable and constant, stretching around you like an eternal embrace that no enemy can penetrate. No weapon formed against you will prosper, for my power outlasts every challenge, my grace supersedes every shortcoming, and my mercy is renewed each day to carry you through whatever trials may arise. Right now, even as you breathe in my promises, my Spirit is at work, orchestrating details and opening doors that you have yet to see, because I, the Lord, am never idle. I am also your refuge, not only in the grand sense of the word, but in every small hidden detail of your life, for I care about the tiny matters that trouble you, just as much as the enormous mountains you face. Nothing is too insignificant for my attention, and nothing is too giant for me to conquer on your behalf, because my authority spans across every realm, and my power is boundless. Accept that I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, unchanging in my devotion to you, and do not doubt that my help is ever present. Trust me wholeheartedly, for in my safekeeping you will find the light that dispels darkness and the strength that fuels your soul. Call out to me in prayer and place each anxiety in my hands, for I long to carry your burdens and replace them with my peace, my clarity, and my unshakable joy. Do not think you must follow an elaborate ritual to reach me, because my ear is tuned to your whisper even in the busiest moments. Just speak your heart, honestly and openly, for I am not afar. I am near and receptive to your every thought. When you feel unworthy or hesitant, recall that my Son gave his life to break every barrier between us, so that you can freely approach me and find acceptance, no matter what your past or your present circumstances. I invite you to pray with boldness, to cry out for my guidance, and to lean on my promises, for that is where your mind finds rest. Whenever you sense darkness creeping in or feel an enemy trying to lure you into despair, remember my call. Come to me, my precious one, and you will discover that my grace is sufficient for every need. I place no limits on my willingness to help you, so do not place limits on your willingness to draw near to me. Let your heart be open, my dear child, and watch how I transform your greatest burdens into testimonies of my glory. Be encouraged, for I have wondrous plans for your tomorrow, plans that will manifest my goodness in ways you never thought possible, and I am constantly sowing seeds of blessing in the soil of your faith. You may not see the fruits immediately, but trust that each seed I plant is watered by my love and nurtured by my perfect timing, so that when it blooms, it will surpass your greatest expectations. Stay patient, stand firm on my word, and do not waver, because the breakthrough you desire is just around the corner, waiting to burst forth in my impeccable season. Hold your head high, because I am your God, and I do not forget my children or abandon them in their hour of need. Look beyond the struggles of the present, for my hand is already preparing the pathway that leads to your freedom, your growth, and your divine destiny. Yes, you have encountered obstacles, and you will surely face more in the future, but those challenges are meant to refine your character and draw you closer to my heart, not to defeat you. Know that my plan is flawless, and my wisdom surpasses all human understanding. So even when you cannot make sense of the chaos, I am orchestrating beauty out of the mess. Walk forward with confidence, clinging to my hand, for the very best is yet to come, and your faith will lead you into an ever deeper revelation of my love. Take to heart these words of promise, for I have anointed you with my peace and established you in my abiding presence, a presence that never fades nor weakens. Let your spirit rejoice in the knowledge that my kingdom is unshakable, my love is unstoppable, and my blessings toward you are irrevocable. Whatever tries to come against you, remember that I have already claimed victory, and my victory is your inheritance in Christ, empowering you to stand tall and fearless in the face of adversity. Embrace this truth, my beloved, and let it fortify your soul with unwavering hope. My love for you, dear one, is more stable than the mightiest mountain and deeper than the ocean's floor, and I pour it out freely over every moment of your life. It is not earned by your perfection or lost by your mistakes, but rather it is firmly established in the unchanging nature of who I am, the God of creation who knit your soul together. Savor this love, let it saturate your entire being, and allow it to cast out fear, remove guilt, and lift the burdens of inadequacy that attempt to weigh you down. In my love, you are completely accepted, fully washed, and eternally cared for, so rest in that beautiful reality. When you stand at the crossroads of decisions, seek me wholeheartedly, for I am the one who knows every turn of the path ahead, and I am ready to provide clarity in your confusion. Sometimes I speak with a still, small voice that resonates gently within your heart. Other times, my direction might come through circumstances or the counsel of wise friends I place in your life. Remain attuned to the subtle nudges of my spirit, for I am constantly guiding you toward my best plan. But you must keep your heart open and your ears attentive. Keep walking forward with trust, for my ways are higher than yours, and my roadmap is infinitely more comprehensive than any you could craft. I see your loneliness in the late hours, and I witness the unfulfilled dreams that seem so out of reach. Yet I assure you, my hand is not too short to redeem any situation, no matter how dire it appears. I want you to remember that when you feel hopeless, I am the God of hope, whose light never dims, whose grace never withers. Even in the darkest midnight, I shine, carrying the promise of a new dawn that heralds fresh mercies and a renewed spirit. Cling to me, and you will find that the night is not as strong as my shining gift of morning. Let your heart be filled with expectancy, because I specialize in the impossible, turning barren deserts into lush gardens and sorrow into joyful dancing. If you only knew how my angels rejoice when you place your trust in me, you would never doubt my relentless care for your well-being. I am working behind the scenes, preparing scenarios to unfold in perfect harmony with my blueprint for your life. So do not assume that my delay is denial. In my time, I will make all things beautiful, and you will stand in awe of the remarkable wonders I have in store. Thus, my dear child, do not yield to discouragement, but hold fast to faith, for the storms of confusion will soon pass, and you will emerge with a radiant testimony of my sustaining mercy. Let your words bless others, let your spirit be a lamp that guides the weary, and remember that as you show kindness, I am refreshing your own soul. Always keep your gaze fixed on me, for I am the author of your salvation, the wellspring of your hope, and the rock upon which you can stand unshaken. Know that I love you deeply, fiercely, and unconditionally, and I am shaping you into a vessel of honor for my kingdom. In your quiet moments, when you are tempted to wallow in regrets or anxieties, choose instead to meditate on my faithfulness, to celebrate the victories you have already tasted, and to remember that I am the same God who delivered you before. Let gratitude be the key that unlocks joy within your soul, for when you learn to thank me, even in the midst of trials, you align yourself with my perspective, one that sees beyond the valley into the glorious horizon. I will continue to guide you step by step, day by day, for my strength is enough to carry you, my peace is enough to soothe you, and my love is enough to satisfy every longing. I call you to rise each morning with a song of praise on your lips, for praise defeats discouragement, and ushers in the reality of my presence, overshadowing negative voices that try to steal your joy. Declare my promises over your life. Remind yourself that I, the Almighty, am a good and compassionate Father, and that I will not withhold any good thing from my children. Cling to that word, hold it like a precious gem, and let it radiate hope in your everyday experiences. For you are not a victim of chance, but a child of destiny. Reflect on my blessings, from the simplest breath you take to the grandest miracles you have witnessed, and see how I have sustained you throughout your journey. I urge you not to fret over tomorrow, for tomorrow has its own share of cares and concerns, but focus on staying near my heart today. In my presence, your fears lose their power and your burdens become light, because I trade your weariness for my strength, your confusion for my clarity, and your sorrow for my joy. Trust that my grace is sufficient for what you face right now, and as you step into the next day, you will find new mercies awaiting you there as well. Remember, my dear one, life is a sacred gift, and I want you to live it in the fullness of my abundant promises. Allow your faith to be unwavering, and when doubt tries to crawl in, remind yourself of how I parted the seas for my people, how I sustained them with manna in the wilderness, and how my Son turned water into wine. Each testament of my power is a testament of my unwavering desire to bless my creation and to see you live in freedom. You are not destined to remain in the shadows, for my light is your heritage, my victory your portion, and my redemption your eternal gift. Therefore, stand tall, child of the living God, and embrace the newness I bring to your life. Yes, you will face difficulties in this world, but take heart, for I have overcome the world, and my victory is extended to you. Every trial becomes an opportunity for your faith to grow. Every tear becomes a seed for a harvest of joy, and every setback a platform for my glory to shine. Lean on me in your frailty, for in your weakness my strength is made perfect, and in your desperation my hope finds space to flourish. Rejoice in the knowledge that you serve a God who transforms graves into gardens, who turns ashes into beauty, and who calls forth the dead to life. Even now, my child, I am breathing new vision, new purpose, and new courage into your spirit. Do not shrink back from the battles ahead, but charge forward with the assurance that my angels encamp around you, and my spirit lives within you, empowering you to overcome. Fear no darkness, for my presence is your everlasting light, scattering the shadows of negativity and deflecting the arrows of the adversary. Let your soul sing praises at all times, for I dwell in the praises of my people, and my joy will be your strength. Remember, my beloved, that none of your efforts to draw closer to me are in vain, for even the smallest steps taken in faith are honored in my kingdom. If you only realized how my heart swells with love each time you whisper my name, you would cease to ever doubt my affection again. Your greatest sense of peace will come from abiding in my word and uniting your spirit with mine, creating a harmonious melody that resonates through every fiber of your being. Let my truth saturate your heart. Let my promises be the anchor that holds you steady, and watch as my presence unlocks new realms of possibilities for you. I do not promise a life free from pain or sorrow, for in this broken world, tribulation is inevitable. Yet I promise to be your sustainer, your comfort, and your rescuer in every season. My grace is the sweet remedy that mends every wound, and my power is the iron rod that crushes every chain. Indeed, you might feel shaken by the storms that come, but know that you will never be shattered, for my hand upholds you with unwavering commitment and steadfast might. Seek my face each day, child of my heart, and let me fill your life with the abundance your soul truly desires. You have not walked a single step alone, for even in your earliest memories, I was there, lovingly weaving the threads of your destiny, ensuring that each chapter of your story interlocks with my divine narrative. Trust my ways, and let your focus shift from the intimidation of your circumstances to the promise of my presence, for it is in my nearness that peace abounds. I have always desired a relationship with you, one marked by honesty, authenticity, and reverence, so do not shy away or hide your heart's longings. Instead, approach me with bold faith, believing that I not only hear your petitions, but am also exceeding them with my grand design. In every high and low, my faithful mercies hover over you like a banner of triumph, reminding the forces of darkness that you are claimed, you are redeemed, and you are secured in my covenant. Stand on the knowledge that my Son conquered death to purchase your freedom, bridging the gap so that you can confidently gaze upon my face and call me Father. The veil has been torn, so run into my arms, free from shame or condemnation. For I am the God who sees your heart and loves it beyond measure. Let me be your guide, your best friend, your greatest advocate, and your abiding place. I see how the enemy attempts to fill your mind with doubts and anxieties, telling you that you are not enough or that your future is bleak. But hear my voice louder. You are my beloved, chosen, and prepared for every good work I have laid out for you. No matter how crafty the attacks against you, my truth is your shield, my word your weapon of victory, and my spirit your sustaining power. Fix your mind on noble things, fill your spirit with my scriptures, and watch as my holiness drives out the negativity that seeks to do you harm. In me, you are more than a conqueror. Do not let your heart be troubled by the illusions of this temporary world, but set your eyes on the eternal kingdom where my glory reigns without pause. In my presence you will find fullness of joy and pleasures evermore, so do not settle for fleeting counterfeit satisfaction, but press onward to the deeper waters of my presence, where your soul finds true rest. Believe with unwavering conviction that I am your God, that I love you personally and unconditionally, and that my affection for you has no limit. Let your confidence soar, knowing that my faithful hand is guiding your steps from this day forward and forevermore. Doubt not, my precious one, for each trial you face is under my dominion, and I am working all things together for your good, even if the path is not yet clear. I craft your story with care, weaving in moments of heartbreak and times of joy to mold you into the refined, radiant soul that reflects my glory. Embrace the refining fire, for even though it may sting, it purifies, it clarifies, and it ultimately reveals my masterpiece within you. Take courage, for I am your refuge, your redeemer, and the lifter of your head. Now, my child, as you conclude these moments with me, let your soul be full of peace, let your mind be fixed on hope, and let your heart be steadfast in faith. I am not going anywhere, and you can trust that my love for you is immovable, unchangeable, and forever. I bless you with my favor, and I proclaim my peace over your household, your relationships, and every endeavor you undertake. Look forward in confidence, because the very best is yet to come, and I will walk with you through every chapter yet unwritten, securing you in my everlasting arms. My cherished child, I invite you once more into the sacred stillness of my presence, where your every care can be laid down and your every hope can be lifted up. I see the longings of your heart that go unexpressed, those dreams you store in hidden corners because you fear they might be too bold or too grand. Yet I assure you, nothing is impossible for me. Let your spirit rise like the morning sun, hopeful and radiant, for I have planted seeds of greatness within you that will bloom at the appointed season. Embrace that truth and trust that I am nurturing you toward the fullness of my plan, a path paved with blessings and wonders beyond your imagining. I know you feel weary when the world's demands weigh heavily on your shoulders, but I want you to remember that I have placed my light inside you, a guiding spark that illuminates every dark valley you must cross. Draw near to me when doubts arise, for I am your fountain of strength, and I delight in pouring my empowering grace into your soul. Do not hesitate to bring me your frustrations and questions, for I will not scold you or turn you away. Rather, I welcome your honesty, and I answer with wisdom and love. Keep your eyes fixed on me, and watch as fear recedes, replaced by courage born of divine assurance. Take comfort, my dear one, in the reality that I have formed you with unmistakable purpose, setting you apart from the very beginning for holy calling. You might see yourself as inadequate or unqualified, but I see a beloved vessel of my spirit, capable of impacting the world through the gifts I have imparted to you. Look beyond your reflection in the mirror, beyond your perceived flaws, and recognize the mark of my creative hand upon you. Be bold, be joyful, and be ever ready to share the hope that resides within you, for through your testimony, others will taste the sweetness of my goodness. I am constantly reminding you that no trouble or hardship can ever separate you from my love, nor can any heartbreak or affliction overshadow the promises I have spoken over your life. My covenant is unshakable, sealed with the precious blood of my Son, ensuring that you are eternally bound to my heart. Trust that every challenge is an invitation to witness my power at work, transforming what seems grim into a luminous proof of my grace. Therefore, rejoice even in trials, knowing that I am crafting your story into a tapestry of triumph and redemption for your good and my glory. When storms of confusion roar around you, remember that I speak peace into raging seas, and they obey without hesitation, for all of creation is under my command. Let your soul find refuge in my voice, that still small whisper that cuts through the clamor of worry, guiding you into rest for your weary heart. You do not have to figure out every solution on your own. I am the ultimate problem solver, orchestrating the events of your life so skillfully that you will marvel when you see the puzzle pieces come together. Dare to let go of your limited perspective and embrace the certainty that my perspective is boundless and perfect. Yes, my child, there are battles to be fought, but never forget that the war is already won, for my victory stands outside the reach of time, securing your position with me for eternity. When accusations come and the enemy tries to undermine your confidence, let your spirit cry out my name, for I will come swiftly, bearing the standard of my truth, and cast down every falsehood. Let my word be your daily bread, nourishing and strengthening your faith so you can stand firm against every onslaught of doubt. In my presence you are shielded, you are cherished, and you are lifted above the waves of adversity. Take a moment now and remember the testimonies I have written into your story, those times I rescued you from danger or provided for you when all seemed lost. Let gratitude fill your heart and push out any despair, because a thankful soul is primed to receive even more blessings. I am the unending source of life, the overflowing well of hope, and I love to see you thrive in the knowledge of my unwavering devotion. Clothe yourself in the garment of praise, for it ushers you into deeper fellowship with me, defeating discouragement and lighting the candle of joy in your spirit. You may wonder how your future will unfold or whether you'll have the strength for the challenges ahead, but I promise you this: I will never leave you nor forsake you, and my grace will always be sufficient. Take each step with confident faith, being sure that I go before you, leveling mountains and clearing pathways, bestowing favor that confounds the logic of the world. Keep your heart soft, your mind alert, and your will surrendered. For in that posture, you'll discover that my will for you is more fulfilling than anything you could imagine on your own. Let my peace be your umpire, guiding you toward choices that align with the stirring of my spirit within you. I long for you to truly rest in my love, to cast aside your striving and simply be held by the one who formed your innermost being. Let my presence be the safe haven where you can breathe freely and let your soul recover from the onslaught of busyness and expectations. Forgive yourself for past mistakes, just as I have forgiven you, and understand that the gift of my Son covers every shortcoming, bridging every gap. As you rest in my arms, you'll find renewed vision and a wellspring of joy that re-energizes your heart to embrace your purpose with vigor and passion. Know that I have appointed you for such a time as this, designed you to be a light in darkness, a voice of hope in chaos, and a beacon of compassion for those who wander. Do not underestimate your influence, for I can multiply even the smallest acts of obedience, turning them into ripples that extend my kingdom into places you never dreamed possible. When you are tempted to compare yourself to others, remember that I have not cloned you. I have carefully crafted your uniqueness so that my glory can be displayed through the distinct pattern of your gifts. Rejoice in the woman or man I have shaped you to be, and hold fast to the vision I have etched on your heart. In times of isolation or heartbreak, let my comfort cradle you, and do not become embittered by disappointments, for I have so much more in store than what you perceive right now. Lift your eyes and see how I am orchestrating a resurrection of lost dreams, breathing life into withered hopes, and weaving new beginnings from the threads of despair. My timing might not coincide with your immediate desires, but it is never late, and it is always best, serving the ultimate purpose for which I have called you. Trust in my sovereignty, for I hold every piece of your puzzle, painting a masterpiece that will reflect my glory and fill your heart with profound satisfaction. If you ever begin to question my love, remember the cross, remember the price paid so you could stand blameless before me. Let that ultimate demonstration of sacrificial love speak volumes to your soul, affirming that I withhold no good thing from you and that my desires for you are always birthed from love. Allow that love to transform your perspective, to soften any bitterness, and to embolden you in times of trial, because my love is the unstoppable, unbreakable foundation for your faith. Rest securely in that truth, convinced that you are eternally safe in the fortress of my affection. Pray without ceasing, my child, not as a ritual, but as a rhythm of intimacy that knits our hearts together in perpetual fellowship. Whisper your thoughts to me when you wake, confide your struggles throughout the day, and thank me for every blessing and challenge you face. In that continuous dialogue, you will discover that my presence saturates every moment of your existence, calming your fears, amplifying your joys, and fortifying you against temptation. Let your prayers be an ongoing love song, an unbroken melody that resonates with gratitude, faith, and unwavering hope in my goodness. When doubt hovers, cast it out with my promises, for my word is sharper than any two-edged sword, cutting through the lies that seek to ensnare your mind. Recall my truths. I am with you. I will uphold you. You are my child, and wield them like a fearless warrior, certain of victory. The storms of life may swirl around you, but they cannot overcome a soul anchored in my reality. Hold tight to my counsel. Let my voice ring louder than the chatter of worry, and place your complete trust in me, for I am the bedrock that no wave can unsettle. Therefore, my beloved, think on these things. Reflect on my love, my goodness, and my endless capacity to provide all you need. Embrace the gift of this day, for it is filled with my presence, my guidance, and my promise that you do not walk alone. Step forward with faith, letting my joy be your strength, and my word be your lamp, ever guiding you into the path of righteousness. May my grace envelop you now, and may my spirit sanctify your heart as you rest in the knowledge that my love will never fail you. Let me emphasize again that you are not alone. I am ever present, overshadowing you with my protective grace, standing guard against the arrows that try to strike you down. Sing out your praises, raise your hands in surrender, and feel the burden lift as you unite your soul to my promise of abundant life. Treasure these words I speak, hold them dear, and return to them whenever the shadows of uncertainty loom. Always remember, my beloved, my love for you is unaltered by time, unwavering in adversity, and unstoppable by any force. All your days are secure in me. You are ready to move forward with renewed hope, with vigor in your spirit and serenity in your heart, armed with my truth and clothed in my righteousness. Walk in the confidence that my blessings accompany you, that angels guard your steps, and that no enemy can stand against you when your reliance is on me. Stand tall, speak my word, and be a living testimony of the power of faith, for you are my cherished child, and in you I take great delight. The best, my beloved one, is yet to unfold, so keep your focus on me and see how beautifully my plans will blossom in your life. I bless you again with my everlasting love and peace, confirming the covenant that holds you close and assuring you that my faithfulness stands as a pillar through every storm. Know that I am smiling upon you, that my favor lights your path, and that my grace is poured out like a healing balm upon every wound. Let your spirit be lifted, your eyes remain forward, and your heart continually echo the refrain of gratitude. For in my kingdom, joy is not just a fleeting emotion, it is an abiding reality. Look onward now with anticipation. For truly, child, the best is on its way, guided by my hand and grounded in my unchanging love. My precious one, in this very moment, I cradle you in my affectionate gaze, seeing not just your present circumstances, but also the glorious fulfillment of every promise I have made to you. I hold your hand through the ever-shifting sands of life, the uncertain changes that sometimes rattle your confidence, and I urge you to take heart, for I am your steady rock. When insecurities whisper that you are too flawed or too weak, remember that in my eyes, you are adorned with righteousness, shaped by grace, and equipped with divine potential. Let the knowledge of my limitless power encourage you to press on, for I am the God who forms light out of darkness, purpose out of pain, and triumph out of trials. You may look at your reflections of yesterday and see failures, but I see a tapestry of growth, of lessons learned, and of resilience birthed through adversity. In every stumble, I see the chance for my mercy to shine brighter, and in every tear, the invitation for my comfort to flow deeper. So fear not the scars you bear, for they are the proof of victory over battles you once thought impossible to win, and they speak to the unstoppable redemption I weave into your story. Keep your spirit uplifted, my child, and know that I stand as the guardian of your heart, ensuring that no enemy scheme will ever fully overpower you. I am actively at work, forging connections, aligning blessings, and setting divine appointments that will further your calling and expand your influence for good. Yes, sometimes your path might veer from the route you had planned, but do not think for a moment that it has veered from my sovereignty. Remember that my vantage point sees beyond the hills and valleys, understanding exactly how to guide your steps so that you arrive right on time, not a moment too late or too early. Your current limitations are not a prison. They are the soil in which perseverance is nurtured until you burst forth in new strength and clarity. Rest in the fact that my spirit is your constant companion, whispering hope into your dreams and stirring conviction in your conscience when you wander from my will. Let me be the voice that both consoles and corrects, the anchor that keeps you steady, and the wings that help you soar. Surrender your plans to me, and I will breathe my breath of life upon them, transforming humble ideas into grand realities that honor my name. In this communion between your heart and mine, find the unwavering certainty that I cherish you, I appoint you, and I delight in every step you take by faith. I see how you wrestle with questions in the night, wondering if I truly hear every word you pray and if I am truly capable of bending reality for your sake. My child, let your soul be at ease, for I neither slumber nor ignore the pleas of the faithful. Every whisper uttered in trust rises like sweet incense before my throne. Release your doubts and remember that I am the same God who parted seas and fed multitudes with a meager portion, the same God who raises the dead and speaks galaxies into existence. Surely I will not fail to watch over you, my beloved, for you are infinitely precious in my sight. In the quiet chambers of your heart, I deposit the seeds of promise, that you may hold on to them with unwavering hope, watering them with prayer and patience as they germinate in due season. I delight in your expectancy, in your willingness to trust my timing, for I am never tardy or hasty, but always exact. Trust in this: I have not forgotten you, nor have I overlooked the yearnings that pulsate in your soul. Instead, I am weaving a masterpiece that requires each thread to be placed exactly in its proper setting, resulting in a grand design that will fill you with wonder and gratitude. I call you to walk in the freedom of being truly known and loved by me, unburdened by the masks you sometimes feel you must wear. In my presence, you can afford to be vulnerable, for my gaze is not condemning but redemptive, not critical but purifying. I see past the outward layers, peering directly into your core, and I still say, you are mine, you are valuable, and I will never abandon you. If you only knew the depth of my affection, you would cast aside every lie that tells you otherwise, standing firmly in the armor of my truth. When the weight of responsibility tries to crush you, and you feel your knees buckle under the stress of daily life, come to me for rest. Let me draw the poison of anxiety from your veins, replacing it with the sweet reassurance that I shoulder your burdens with divine strength. In my arms your striving can cease, for there is no need to earn the favor that is already lavished upon you, no need to perform for the love that is wholly unconditional. Simply breathe, listen, and be comforted, because I am the caretaker of your soul, the shepherd who never loses sight of even one lamb. I want you to thrive, to see your gifts multiplied for the sake of my kingdom, to experience joy in the very tasks that once exhausted you. As you yield your talents and time to me, watch how I expand your capacity, equipping you with supernatural endurance and creativity. In my plan, your potential is not stifled by fear or paralyzed by perfectionism, but released into a flow of grace that makes even the impossible become feasible. Be bold in the pursuit of the dreams I have planted in you, knowing that my support is unwavering and my resources infinite. Now, as you reflect on these words, let my promises settle into the deepest places of your heart, sealing every crack of insecurity with the adhesive of my steadfast devotion. Each day you walk forward, you do so under the canopy of my guidance, which envelops you in peace and illuminates your path. You need not see the entire journey laid out. You only need to trust that I have seen it, and that my vantage point assures a perfect plan. So lift your head, beloved, and let confidence in my love embolden you, for there is nothing you cannot face with me beside you. You might wonder if the fleeting illusions of success or approval from the world can ever substitute for the everlasting assurance of my acceptance. Believe me when I say they cannot, for the accolades of humanity pale in comparison to the joy found in fulfilling my will for your life. Let your motives be purified, not driven by the applause of others, but by the knowledge that you walk in step with the very heartbeat of your Creator. In that alignment, you will discover unparalleled contentment, a sense of belonging that transcends any material reward. For my presence is your greatest treasure. Therefore, I encourage you again, do not fear, do not be dismayed, for I am your everlasting Father, your shield, and your resting place. Take hold of courage, for I instill it within you, fortifying your resolve to stand firm in your convictions, regardless of the winds of opinion swirling around you. Know that every time you exercise faith, every time you choose to bless rather than curse, to love rather than judge, you align yourself more closely with my kingdom. This transformation is a lifelong journey, but every step you take is significant, and I celebrate each milestone along the way. Surrender your regrets at my altar, for your future is not held hostage by your past. My grace is the ultimate eraser, blotting out your failures and rewriting your narrative with redemption and new beginnings. Let forgiveness become your banner, letting go of grudges that poison your spirit, and instead embracing the radical healing that comes from extending mercy. Yes, you too have been forgiven much, so live in gratitude, extending that same compassion to those who have hurt you, and watch how I restore your broken relationships and usher in a new dawn of unity. Rejoice with me over the blossoming you experience when you yield control, for I shape you into the image of my Son, a reflection of selfless love. In that reflection, the world sees not only your transformation, but my goodness radiating through you. Let this be your daily prayer. Lord, let me decrease so you may increase, shining your glory for all to witness. Let your life be an anthem of praise, a living testimony to the wonders I have performed in the soil of your surrendered heart. I bless you again, my beloved, enfolding you in the embrace of eternal security, reminding you that my word does not return void, but accomplishes all that I send it out to do. Clutch these promises close to your heart, marinate in my kindness, and anticipate the mighty works I will do on your behalf. As you step forward into tomorrow, do so with lightness in your spirit, fueled by my joyous presence, assured of my mighty hand. Always remember, child, my banner over you is love, and under that banner, you are forever safe, forever cherished, forever mine. Let hope arise, knowing that you can trust my plan, rely on my presence, and delight in my truths. Keep your eyes on me, for I am the author and finisher of your faith, the one who sees you fully and loves you completely. In that knowledge, rest secure, and let your soul erupt in praise, for I am the God who neither fails nor forsakes, the God who stands with you yesterday, today, and always. Go forth now, cloaked in my blessing, and remember that even in the silence, I speak life, and in the darkness, I shine hope, forever and without limit. My child, lift your gaze once more, for I have still more promises to pour into your heart, filling the empty spaces with my life-giving presence. When you feel the pangs of loneliness or the ache of unfulfilled dreams, lean into me and find that I am your nearest companion, a faithful friend who listens without judgment and speaks truth without condemnation. Give me your despair and watch as I swap it for a garment of praise, equipping you to sing of my faithfulness, even when your vision is clouded by tears. Let every breath become an exhalation of trust, each heartbeat a proclamation of faith in the one who crafted you with infinite care. Do not shrink back from uncertainty, but step forward into it with the confidence that I hold all solutions within the expanse of my wisdom. Let my spirit be your counselor when decisions weigh heavily on your mind, and let my word be the lamp that illuminates each step along the path. As you embrace this partnership between your will and mine, you will find that obstacles bow before the power of unity and purpose, yielding results that surpass all human striving. Yes, you will face trials, but be certain of this. Each challenge only polishes the diamond of your character, reflecting my glory with greater brilliance. I know that sometimes you question your place in this vast tapestry of souls, wondering if you are seen or if your contributions matter. Hear me clearly, you are an integral thread in my grand design, woven in such a way that your uniqueness blesses others in ways they cannot replicate. Each interaction, each smile, each prayer uttered on behalf of a friend or stranger resonates in my kingdom, creating ripples of love that extend far beyond your current horizon. Stand firm in the knowledge that I see you, I appreciate you, and I treasure every moment you spend in devotion to me. In the storms that test your faith, recall my words. Peace, be still, for I am the commander of the winds and waves that threaten to overwhelm. You need not battle alone, flailing in exhaustion. Instead, call upon me, and I will steady the tempest, speaking tranquility into the raging waters of your life. You will find yourself astonished at how quickly I can calm what once seemed unstoppable, for nothing is beyond the grasp of my authority. In that stillness, you will sense my nearness, tangibly surrounding you like a warm embrace on the coldest night. Nourish your spirit on the unfailing truths I have provided, for a well-fed soul resists the toxins of deception and discouragement. Seek fellowship with others who also hunger for my presence, for you are not designed to journey alone, but to walk in unity with those who share your hope in me. Celebrate their victories, bear their burdens, and pray for their breakthroughs, knowing that I delight in communities bound by love and faith. In unity, you reflect the family of my kingdom, a mosaic of hearts beating in harmony with my perfect will. Keep your heart pure before me, allowing my spirit to surface areas of hidden pain or unresolved conflict, so I can apply my healing balm. Do not be afraid to confront what hurts, for my power is strongest in your vulnerability, and my redemption story shines brightest where you once felt only darkness. Lay every wound at my altar, trusting that I am a master at bringing beauty from ashes, forging hope from despair, and birthing laughter from sorrow. Your testimony will become a beacon of my grace, a powerful reminder that transformation is always possible for those who yield to my touch. I long for you to embrace the intimate closeness we share, for I have called you by name, adopting you into my family, calling you my heir and co-laborer in the kingdom's expansion. Within you, I have deposited extraordinary potential, gifts that will flourish when watered with prayer, faith, and obedience. Dare to dream again, removing any self-imposed limits, for I delight in using the seemingly unqualified to accomplish the remarkable, that no one may boast except in my faithfulness. Let each day be an adventure of listening and responding to my gentle nudges, aware that I am orchestrating events both great and small to fulfill my promises. As we come to a close of these reflections, stand firm in the assurance of my unchanging love, a love that stands watch over your life and seeps into every corner of your being. Return to my words whenever you feel faint-hearted, for they are living waters that replenish, revive, and restore. Even now, I breathe anew upon your hopes, stirring them to life and fueling them with my creative power, so that your next steps shine with the possibility of miracles. Carry my blessing, my child, for you are never alone, and with me you have all you will ever need. Always remember, tomorrow holds no terror for those who walk hand in hand with the Eternal One, for I envelop you in my grace, and my mercy undergirds your every moment. Lift your head, square your shoulders, and let faith guide your feet, for you journey under the banner of my kingdom, a realm where victory is assured and love never fails. Cling to me, and you will rise above every storm, surpass every limitation, and discover the fullness of joy that I have reserved for you. Let your life sing my praise, and let your heart rest in peace, for truly, my precious one, the best is yet to come.